Okay, so it is now the next day. I watched over all of the videos that I recorded yesterday, the intro that I did, and I watched all of the takes. None of them were in focus. They focused on my what's that? My clock over here the entire time. So we're gonna figure something out. I'm gonna make some coffee because I didn't do that yet, and I don't feel very energetic, and I don't want to be bleh on the camera. So let's do that. I was talking to my boyfriend about how it is a bit of a challenge, but I'm not going to complain my way through it because you're going to be able to tell when I'm dissatisfied or I don't feel like being on camera. He said to me something very interesting. He said, I think you're going through the right amount of challenges that every course creator goes through. And I'm like, yeah, it's supposed to be hard. He said it's not something that is a unicorn. It's not something brand new. It is something that every person who created a course had to go through. There are trials and errors. There are ways to figure it out. And that is what is happening right now. I can watch a bunch of courses on how to make a course, which I have done. But nothing will prepare you like actually jumping into it. All right. I'd much rather get a cold brew at Dunkin'. But there's a snowstorm tomorrow, so trying to utilize the studio with as much time as I can. I don't know what happened, but my energy went way down. Happens. I'm pushing through though, and I'm recording because I need to push through. There's no point in recording if you're doing nothing, so. I did end up re-recording the intro. However, it's not the final intro video. I ended up re-recording it later on, but I did put a lot of time and effort into it, so I'll show you it right here. Welcome to the Photo Lab, an intro to photography course where beginners learn photography in a snap. I'm so excited you enrolled in this class and for you to start your journey into photography. My goal is that by the end of this class, you're comfortable using your camera, you're confident at every single photo shoot, and you're taking better photos than ever before. If your goal is to take on photography as a new hobby or to take it to the next level and make money with your photography, this is the course for you. I've designed this course for both complete beginners and the photographers that have started but are kind of still new at this. It's organized in a way that I believe makes sense for most beginners starting out. But if you'd like to jump around the course to topics that interest you instead of taking it chronologically, that's okay too. I'll teach you concepts that apply to most, if not all, camera brands and models, including thorough explanations and easy-to-follow demonstrations. You'll also have access to our community, The Click, where you can engage with other photographers to talk about assignments and to get feedback. So, jumping right into this first module, we'll go over how a camera works, the differences between DSLR cameras, mirrorless cameras, and your smartphone camera. Next, we'll talk about essential camera equipment, and then how to use different types of lenses. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the community group so one of us can help you. I also encourage you to take notes so you can better retain the information. Thank you again for enrolling, and remember to work at your own pace and have fun. All right, let's get started. Hey, it's Future Cairo. So I recorded the intro video, and after recording the intro, I recorded the rest of the course, went back to the intro video, didn't like it. It looks like a AI drawing type deal. Looks boring. This online community, I will introduce that to people who join the Photo Lab later on down the line. So that was the first video, right? Now I'm going to show you the second video. The difference between these two is that I wanted to incorporate more of an introduction of who I was and more storytelling, the reason why, like a personal reason why I decided to make the Photo Lab and how it can help other people who are just starting out or are kind of struggling because they're also self-taught. So, enjoy. Welcome to the Photo Lab, an intro to photography course where you'll learn photography in a snap. My name is Kyra and I'm so excited you enrolled in this course to start your journey into photography. So to tell you a little bit about my background, I've been a photographer for a little over 8 years. I'm also an artist. Outside of this, I'm known as Kyra the Creative. I've worked at several portrait studios. I've done school photography, weddings, events, corporate headshots, and street sessions. I've also created networking events for photographers and models to come together and shoot. Photography is so much fun, especially when you have this idea in your head and you can bring it to reality. You succeed in getting that shot. Now, the biggest issue I had as a beginner was learning all of the technical stuff to bring that idea to life. I'm self-taught, so I had to learn the hard way. The learning curve was long and frustrating, and there was a lot of friction in my photography. But eventually, photo shoots got easier, my work got better, and my skill set finally matched my level of creativity. The biggest lesson I've learned is that your camera is a tool, just like a hammer or a chainsaw. But if you don't know how to use it, you'll have a very hard time making or fixing anything. I believe every photographer should have that ability to bring their ideas to life. So I created this course so that the learning curve is a little easier on you. I want you to be able to focus on the things that are important, which are your creative ideas, your storytelling, and capturing the important moments within your life. So in this course, you'll learn the basics so that you're able to go out there and use your camera with confidence. I've designed this course for both complete beginners and the photographers that are kind of still new at this. It's organized in a way that I believe makes sense for most beginners starting out. But if you'd like to jump around the course instead of taking it chronologically, that's okay too. So jumping right into the first module, you'll learn about how a camera works, a DSLR versus a mirrorless camera, essential camera equipment, and how to use different types of lenses. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I encourage you to take your own notes so you can better retain the information. And thank you again for enrolling. Remember to have fun and do this at your own pace. All right, let's get started. So much better. I love it. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them. So that's the intro. Who knows, maybe I'll change it again later on down the line. But I'm happy with it right now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.